it's Dannii. So for today's video I thought I would film a fashion haul. I've been picking up quite a lot of clothes recently because it's just been so cold, so I've just been online shopping quite a lot and I've become quite addicted, and therefore I've managed to pick up quite a few things. So I thought I would share them with you so that it's not a huge waste and you get something out of it too. So I hope you enjoy it. I've got quite a mixture of shops. I am going to do a separate ASOS haul, and I'm going to do kind of like a try on haul for that one because ASOS is the main place I shop, so I thought it would be quite cool to do a separate video for that. But yeah, I'm just going to show you everything else I've bought recently. This is probably within the past kind of like 6 weeks maybe, I would say. So first, just got to make sure everything's not inside out because some of these things I have worn quite a lot recently. So I'm going to start off with Misguided because I really like Misguided. It is really affordable, so it's really great if you want some really on-trend pieces without having to spend loads, but I do find their quality can be a little bit hit and miss. A lot of their things are really high quality, but then some of them just aren't as great, but I do like them on a whole, so I do recommend them. And the first thing I picked up is this jumper, which is just a grey sort of ribbed knit turtleneck jumper, and it's just really nice and comfortable. I just bought it because it's starting to get slightly warmer in the UK, so I'm not really wanting to wear huge coats all the time. So I thought if I bought something like this, which is kind of like a thin knit jumper with a high neck, then I can wear that with a blazer and still be nice and warm, but I don't have to always be wearing a huge coat. So recently I've become really obsessed with kind of like leather trousers or coated leather jeans kind of thing. I really just think they look really nice with a jumper and a coat, which is what I've been wearing a lot recently, and they look a lot more interesting than plain jeans. So I did already own a pair from Misguided, and they were kind of mid-rise coated jeans with zips, and I really liked those, so I thought I'd pick up another pair which do look slightly more leather and less coated, but they're still faux leather of course. But I picked up these ones, which are again Misguided, and these ones are a lot more high-waisted. They come to just above my belly button and they still feel coated, but when they're on they do look a lot more leather, and they're full length, and then at the bottom at the back there is a zip, which I think looks really nice. They probably would look slightly better on someone who is a little bit taller, just because on me the legs do bunch up a bit at the bottom, so the zip doesn't sit completely flat. And then the final thing from Misguided is this jumper, which is just a really nice thick knitted cowl neck kind of jumper, and it's in this sort of beige nude colour. It is coming up a little bit pale on camera, but I do like that it's slightly more stone in colour than a true like nude beige, because it looks a lot more subtle and it pairs with a lot more colours than a regular nude would. So yeah, I really love this. I've been wearing it loads. It just fits perfectly. And yeah, it's just a really nice jumper, and it feels really high quality considering I think it was again only about £30. So definitely recommend checking out Misguided's knitwear. The next few things are a little bit more pricey, and they are from Whistles. I've got a few of their things now. I've got some of their bags and their shoes and their actual clothing pieces like t-shirts and knitwear. So I really do recommend them, and I can say that every piece I've tried has been amazing and really great quality. Starting with the t-shirt I picked up. It's just this Whistles, as I said, navy t-shirt, and Whistles t-shirts are just so soft. I don't think I've ever felt a t-shirt as soft as a Whistles t-shirt, so I absolutely love them for that. And they're just so simple, but they have really nice prints. I just really liked the contrast of the white writing against the navy, so I thought this would just be nice to pair with jeans and a leather jacket and some trainers or something like that for a really casual day out. And they are pricey at £45, which is a lot for a t-shirt, but I think it's worth it because I just get so much wear out of them. I have one of their grey printed t-shirts and I've worn that to death, so I know this one will get a lot of love. And then the final thing I bought from Whistles was this jumper, and it's just one of their slogan sweatshirts, and it says Le Marais Paris. And yeah, I just really like the fact that a lot of their things are written in French, because I just think French is such a beautiful language. It's just a sweatshirt, but it is a lot nicer than regular sweatshirts, and the material is really nice. It's quite interesting. It's not your regular sweatshirt material, it's slightly more woven, I would say, and it's really soft and comfortable, but it's still kind of lightweight, so you won't get really hot in it. So the next few things I picked up from brands that are stocked in House of Fraser, and for some reason I've just never really shopped in House of Fraser for clothes, but they do have some really great brands in there, so I picked a few things up, which was not good for my bank balance, but very good for my wardrobe. So the first thing is from French Connection, and it's just this really nice oversized grey jumper, and again it's kind of an interesting texture. It's got this kind of stripy detail, like ribbed detail almost, and I like the fact it's got a high neck but it's not an actual sort of turtleneck, which is nice. And it's got these kind of cropped sleeves which are quite oversized, and it's got a slight slit at the side, which is nice, so it just hangs really nicely. And even though it's oversized, I feel like it does flatter your figure because it makes my legs look quite long and slim. And then moving on to Mango, I picked up a couple of coats in their sale, which I didn't check out till right at the end, but there still were some really good pieces, and I thought it'd be good to add a few more coats into my wardrobe because at the moment I tend to just wear my Misguided aviator or my Zara trench coat or my leather jacket, so I wanted some more different jackets in my wardrobe to pair with my outfits so that I didn't look like I was always wearing the same thing. So yeah, I picked up a couple of their wrap coats, which are really nice and comfortable and really great quality. So the first one is this one, which is this, oh, it's coming up really washed out. Okay, so hopefully this is a little bit better, but it's just this really nice nude beige colour, and then inside it's black. So I really like the contrasting colours together, and I thought it was a bit different than your regular camel wrap coat. And then obviously it has the tie waist, and obviously it's hard to show a coat on camera without trying it on, but it's kind of just above the knee, so it's not too long either, which is great because I am quite short, so I don't like things to be too oversized and long at the same time. And then the other coat is pretty much the same again, but in all black, and I've worn this one to death already. It's so comfortable and it's so warm, even though it is quite thin, but I do think because it isn't too thick, it will be good in the spring as well. So I definitely recommend getting a coat like this because you'd be surprised how great they are for multiple seasons. And again, this just wraps up with a belt, and it was about £60. So the next shop is Topshop, and I don't normally shop in Topshop. I don't really have a reason, I just kind of got sick of it because I used to shop in there a lot a few years ago, so I kind of wanted to branch out and try some other stores. But I did go in there recently because I live right near one, so I thought I would just check it out, and I did find quite a few things that I liked. So starting off with a jumper, I picked up this colour block jumper, so it's just white at the top and black at the bottom, and it's sort of like the same on the sleeves, and it's just a really nice tight thin knitted jumper. And I'm kind of starting to get into these jumpers a bit more now, especially as it's coming up to spring, because they're really great transitional pieces because they're still jumpers and they will keep you warm, but they're not as sort of hot and stuffy as a big oversized knitted jumper would be. So these would look really nice with just a leather jacket, or if it is quite cold you could put a coat on the top and wear it with some leather trousers or even a skirt or anything really. And then the next thing is just this black kind of t-shirt, but it's in this crepe material, and it's got this pocket which is more of a satin material, and it's got raw edges which I really liked because it made it a bit more interesting. And I just wanted a top which was kind of like a t-shirt but a bit more smart, but could still be kind of dressed down if I wanted to go for a really casual look. So I picked this one up and I really like it. I nearly whacked myself in the face there, but yeah, I really like it just because it's simple and perfect for every day, and it's a really nice slouchy fit without being too oversized. And then moving on to a few jumpers, the first one is this really cool purpley dusty rose kind of colour jumper, and this one again is more fitted, but it's not 100% fitted. I did get an 8 and I'm usually a 4 or 6, so it is a little bit more oversized on me than it would be if I got my actual size. So I really liked this because my wardrobe is basically all black, white, grey or nude, so I wanted a little bit more colour to add to my wardrobe, and I thought this was nice because it's a bit more muted and not so in your face. And I loved the fit of it because it's got this thicker neckline which is slightly higher. It kind of sits here, but it doesn't sit properly up your neck, so it's nice if you want something a little bit warmer than a v-neck or a low neck jumper. And it's got these really cool turned up sleeves, and it stops at a really nice length. It kind of stops just below where your jeans would stop, so that's really nice, and it's really comfortable and warm but not too warm. I kind of go for that theme with jumpers. I like to go for jumpers which are going to keep me warm, but I'm not going to feel really hot and stuffy in them. And then the next one is quite different from the other one, and this is just a grey oversized jumper, and it's in this sort of really light knitted material, and it's got a v-neck, and it's got, one sec, inside out again. So as I was saying, the sleeves are slightly tighter whilst the body is really nice and loose, with this V-neck, and it's got a shorter hem at the front than the back, and it just sits really nicely. I did get a size 10, even though, as I said, I'm a 4 or 6, simply because they didn't have my size. I probably would have gone for a 6 or an 8 if I could have, but I do still like how this fits when it's really oversized. So I really like this just as an everyday jumper, and I have worn it even though the tag is still in it. And I do that a lot of the time. Let me know if you do that as well. I kind of just leave the tag in for a few wears, not because I plan on taking it back or anything, just because I just forget to take it out. So my camera battery just died, so I just had to charge it midway through filming, so I'm sorry if the setup is ever so slightly different. I've tried to keep my tripod and everything in exactly the same place, but I was just about to move on to a few things from Zara, and I've picked up a few things recently. I do really like Zara at the moment. I find it quite hard to buy bottoms from there just because I am quite small, and their sizing obviously is only extra small, small, medium and large for most pieces, but I did manage to find a pair of jeans which came in regular sizing. So they're being really washed out right now, but they're kind of like a dark cream kind of colour, and they're really high-waisted and really stretchy, and they've got these ripped knees and raw hems, which I really like. It's a bit different from your regular jean, and it's nice to add that subtle bit of detail into your outfit. So these are a size 34 or a size 6, I believe, and they fit perfectly because they're so stretchy. They just sort of hug your figure really nicely. So I really like those, and they were only £20, I believe. Yeah, they're classed as jeggings, so they're super comfy, but they do look like regular jeans, and they have the regular buttons and everything. Recently I've been really loving wearing shirts, whether they're striped, whether they're flowy and oversized, whether they're structured, whether they're whatever, just any shirts. I've been really loving them because they're a little bit more smart, but I do pair them with things like jeans and trainers to make them still casual and keeping with my regular style. So I picked this one up a few, I don't know, maybe like a week ago, and it's just this striped shirt. It's crops, and it's got these really amazing flared sleeves. They kind of only flare out at the end, the rest of it's like a normal sleeve, and I really love it. It's kind of like a dark blue colour, not quite navy, with white, and I just really like it because it's really soft, but it's like the regular shirt material, so it looks really smart, and the sleeves just give it that bit of extra detail, and this would look really cool underneath a jumper with the sleeves poking out the end. So yeah, I really love this and I can't wait to style it. And then finally is this cardigan, which you may have seen on my Instagram. I will insert a photo because it's just so long, it's going to be so hard to show you, but it's just this really nice creamy kind of stone colour knit, and it's really soft and it's nice and stretchy, even though you don't need it to stretch, but it just makes it that little bit more comfortable, and it's got a really nice hood so that if you're cold you can really snuggle up in it. And then finally a couple of random things before I move on to shoes, because I have picked up quite a few shoes recently which I think I have a problem. But anyway, before I move on to that, I picked up this jacket from Jigsaw, which was totally inspired by Lydia Millen because she wore it on her blog and her Snapchat, and I just fell in love and I knew I needed it. I've always wanted a really nice white jacket that's not really a blazer but not really a coat, and this is sort of just the perfect thing. It's really nice and long. I'd say it kind of comes up to mid-thigh on me, which is great because it's not short like a regular blazer, but it's not too long that it swamps me, and it's just really nice and fitted. And I love the fact that it's got sort of like a turned in collar rather than an actual collar, and it's just such a nice fit and a lovely fabric. So I really like that. It was quite expensive, I think it was about £200, but you can tell that the quality is just amazing and it's really worth it for a really good high quality jacket. So thank you to Lydia for introducing me to that because I love it. And then finally I have shoes, and specifically trainers. I do have a couple of regular shoes to show you, but they'll be in my ASOS haul. So for now I'm just going to show you the millions of trainers that I've bought. So the first ones are these New Balances. They are from the junior section at JD Sports, and they are the 373s. I will link them down below because I'm not exactly sure on the colourway, etc. But they're just so comfortable. I'd say these are my most comfortable trainers over things like Nike and everything. I've walked around London all day in these and my feet have not hurt one bit, so I really love these, and they were only £35 because they were junior. And then moving on to a pair from Adidas. I got these at Office, I believe, and they are again from the junior section because I try and buy from junior where I can because they are obviously cheaper. I think these again were about £35 rather than about 55 or 65, so that was really good. So they're just all black with these white stripes, and then they've got the gold detail on them, and they are the Adidas Superstars. And I haven't worn these yet, but I do have these in white and I wear them to death, so I know these shoes will be great. And then finally, the last two pairs are from Nike. The first pair are these kind of nudie beige trainers, and they've got this gold tick at the side, and they are the Internationalists. These are regular sizing, unfortunately not junior. So yeah, I really like these because they're just a bit different due to the beige like nude suede, which I thought was really nice, and I thought it'd be nice to pair these with like white jeans and a beige jumper or something like that. And then finally we have these ones, which are the Nike Air Max Theas, and I really liked these in the white, but because I already have my Superstars in white and I have some like Roshis, whatever they're called, in white, I thought I would go for this colour, which is kind of like a bluish grey, and I thought these would be really nice with black or white, which as I've said I wear a lot, and I thought it'd be nice to pair them with kind of like jeans and a shirt and a leather jacket or something like that. So yeah, I really like them because the shape is a little bit more smart, I think, than regular trainers, and I think the colour is really nice, and it goes nicely with my hair because I'm starting to wear more cool toned pieces because my hair is quite cool toned now, so these are perfect. So that is everything. I've got everything all over the floor now in a huge mess, but it was worth it because I really love hauls and I love filming them because I just love sharing clothes with my friends and my family and you guys, and my boyfriend just doesn't appreciate it as much as I wish he did, so it's great to be able to share my purchases on the internet with you all. So I really hope you enjoyed this haul and you liked some of the things I bought. Do let me know if you end up picking up any, either leave me a comment or send me a snap or tag me in a picture on Instagram. My username is XODJO for all of my social media. Do also let me know any purchases which you've made recently which you really love and think I'd love. I'd love to hear about them because I'm just obsessed with shopping. Everything I've mentioned will be linked in the down bar if I can find the link. Things like Zara are sometimes hard to find links, but I will try my best. If you did like this video, do give it a thumbs up just because it really helps me to know what kind of videos you like the most, and do subscribe to my channel to see more videos. I try and upload at least once a week, if not twice, so there's plenty of videos for you guys to see. As always, thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye! Mwah.